Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you my initial impressions of the brand new, just announced Razer Phone 2. This is TK and this is XDA TV. The launch event was held in Hollywood last night and I was able to attend it and check out some of the new stuff that they were going to announce. Now obviously we know now that the Razer Phone 2 was part of the announcement, as well as a refresh of the new lineup of the Blade 15 laptops, a new color as well as a new base model to be able to lower the price point of getting into that series of laptops. Seems to be one of the more popular ones for Razer as well. So overall, there was also a Usbc headset, which essentially is the updated version of the Hammerhead headset that we've seen before, as well as noise cancelling and dual drivers on that one. And then there's the Raiju controller, which unfortunately was not able to get my hands on it, but essentially the Raiju controller and the headset will be coming out later, as well as the refreshed new color, the limited edition color of the Blade 15 laptop. Now, I'm sure you guys are here to check out the initial impressions of this guy, the brand new Razer Phone 2. And I have to say, just basically having it for about maybe 10-12 hours now, I have to say this is definitely a truly amazing device. So let's go over some of the main things and what are the things that I truly enjoy about this with its impressions. So here we have the brand new Razer Phone 2. The back is entirely made basically of glass, and now we have the ability of having wireless charging on this guy. As well as the fact that this logo is customizable. Right now I have it set to green, but you're able to actually change it to whatever color you'd like, have a breathing, well, I'll show that to you guys in the application, but for right now, dual cameras in the back, we have obviously dual tone LED flash in the back. On the right side or left side of the device, we have a volume rocker, SD card, as well as a SIM tray. Now, supposedly we're going to be getting better support for networks on this. I could not confirm which ones are supported, but overall, at least GSM networks are covered. On the top, we just have one microphone and of course 2 antenna bands. On the bottom, we have one USB port for data, as well as sync, as well as audio, since we don't have a headphone jack. And of course, 2 antenna bands. Last but not least, on the right, we have the fingerprint sensor with the power button. So to turn it on, I basically just press this, it'll scan my finger and turn it on, and you saw it's pretty quick. And of course, the front of the display, well, the front of the device has that 120 Hz refresh rate display, as well as the dual front-firing speakers that are supposed to be even louder than what we had last year. And last but not least, we now have actually IP67 basically waterproofing on this device, which is really nice for a device of this type of caliber. So we got wireless charging, we got our customizable colors on the outside, and we haven't even gone on the inside yet. Powering this guy is the Snapdragon 845, and what we have here is a combination of 8 gigs of RAM, so similar to the way we had it last year, and 64 gigs of internal storage, since it's supplemented with the SD card. So there's only one model really. It's basically going to be the 864, which is essentially going to be either in this variant, which is the mirror black, and then there's a satin one that's going to be released later on that's more of a matte finish. So if you want more of a matte finish, you can wait a little bit longer, but this one definitely looks very nice. Now, as far as the UI, we pretty much still have the way we had it last year. We have Nova Prime that's installed and customizable. So all of the options that we've had, or if you've used Nova before, are going to be built into this device. We have chroma customizations. We're able to go in there and customize it between breathing, static, and the spectrum option. And of course, you can customize the color to your heart's content. So that's why I was showing you guys, I had a green one before, but I can go in here and just say that actually, you know what, let's go ahead and make it into spectrum. And the spectrum basically just gives you the ability of setting up the brightness of the LED. And then once you're done, you can also set it up between low, medium, or high level of battery consumption. As you can imagine, having this on will definitely do that. And as I mentioned to you guys, we do have the ability of turning on notifications, and notifications will enable us to actually get customized notifications. So if a notification comes from Facebook, we'll get a blue LEDs turned on. And if we have something from Snapchat, it'll be obviously yellow, or from WhatsApp, we'll get it as a green one. The Razer Cortex is installed, and it has some curated games that you can select from that are optimized to work with the high refresh rate. Obviously, you can jump into your library here. We also have the ability of going in there and customizing the game booster from custom, power saving mode, performance, and then of course turning on the not disturb mode. Now this is fresh out of the box, so I don't have any games installed on it, but definitely really appreciate it. Last but not least, of course, we have the theme store that's built in, and of course, they have tons and tons of customizable themes, as well as game themes built in for our device. And of course, this is going to be compatible with the Razer One device as well. I mentioned to you guys that we have wireless charging on this guy, and they also did announce at the same time a wireless charger, a brand new wireless charger, fast wireless charging for the Razer phone. Now, this does also have RGB colors, so we have the ability of turning them on right there. I hope you guys can see that. And of course, you can turn it off if you don't want to. It does prop up, so you just slide back and then prop the back. And of course, we can actually put our device here, and let's turn on RGB. And here you can see the RGB lights are on, and right now they're just basically in a cycling mode. But this is a fast wireless charging, so you'll be able to put your device either in both landscape or portrait mode. And if you don't want to actually have it standing up, you just make it flat and then you put your phone on it right away. Razer is really well known for listening to their users. So a lot of the things that we see now in the Razer Phone 2 are basically what people were concerned about in the initial device. So obviously we have wireless charging. We have now obviously customizable RGB. That's something on a gaming phone that was a must, of course. The dual sensors in the back are hopefully going to be showing us some really good images. I'm hoping the update that we had from last year is that we now have a better camera. Of course, the speakers on this are going to be a much louder speakers. We still have Dolby support, of course. Obviously now we have wireless charging, customizable, chroma customizable colored RGB lights in the back. We have RGB lights, of course, on the charger. That's another thing. Of course, RGB everything. And of course, better internals, the 845, 8 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, of course, expandable with an SD card. Audio has been basically pretty much for the most part stayed the same. We still have the 24-bit DAC that's supposed to be coming with this device. And we're going to need to spend a little bit more time with this as well as get the final software pushed to this. As to my understanding, I'm still running not final release version. So that's why I'm not giving you too much of initial impressions on the experience of the software or even the applications on here, other than just kind of a quick overview. I am truly stoked about this device. I was waiting for this device for some time. I've been very, very big supporter of the initial Razer phone. And of course, the Razer Phone 2 just answers all the things that we wanted out of the Razer 1, obviously after having that device. So we're going to spend some more time, get an updated software built to this so that we can actually have final software and provide you guys with a full experience usage, of course, testing on this device. Let me know in the comments below, what are the things that you're looking forward to finding out about the Razer Phone 2? Are you excited about this? Do you have the original Razer phone? And what do you think? Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for Razer for having us out at the event. And make sure you check out my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.